So let's talk about what the right real estate investing strategy is for you. Now, whether you're an experienced investor with a bunch of properties or you're a brand new investor, this section applies to you. Now, the strategy is one of the key concentric circles in our three-factor alignment. Now, I briefly talked about the market, but we're going to dive into a lot of details about different strategies that you can use to go out there and invest in real estate. Now, keep in mind, our whole key here is to find that sweet spot where it makes sense for you, depending on what market and the market conditions and your goals, where it makes sense for you to invest. Now, strategies and markets very much go hand in hand because some strategies work in some markets and some strategies don't work in other markets. So if you think about a vacation rental, obviously a tourist destination usually works really well for a vacation rental. Where there's no demand for short-term rentals, Airbnb is not going to work very well. So one thing I really want to emphasize, and this took me a while to learn myself, both as an investor and I think just as a human being growing and maturing myself, is that your strategy will change over time. And it's all going to depend, what's going on in your life, what's going on in the market conditions for what the right strategy or strategies is for you. So two examples pop in my mind right now. When I started down the path of investing in real estate, I was younger, I was single, I had a lot less money, but I had more time. Well, now fast forward, now I'm older, I have an amazing family, but I have a lot less time and I have more money and my priorities have changed. So for me personally, that has been my evolution. So strategies that I could have done 10 years ago is very different now. Plus, when I started investing 10 years ago, the market was very different back then. Well, now recently we've had huge appreciation post-COVID and we've had huge interest rates increase. Well, higher purchase price numbers and higher interest rates also change what strategies actually make sense in the current market conditions. So understand, it will change. I got to use that cliche saying that, the only constant will be change. So I want to tell that to you because I was in the mindset of like, hey, here's my strategy and I'm going to stick with it for the rest of my life. Nope, you have to adapt for what's going on in your life and also the market conditions and your local market as well. So the next few modules will dive into a lot of the most common and popular strategies. Flipping, wholesaling, the BRRRR strategy, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. Buying a long-term rental, and this is like the bread and butter of real estate investing. A short-term rental, AKA Airbnb. A medium-term rental, a room-by-room rental, and a house hack. So I'm going to cover these because this is what I've spent the majority of my time looking at, researching, doing a lot of these myself, and also helping many, many clients execute on these strategies as well. It is not an all-encompassing list, but I'm going to hit the main ones on here to help you figure out, hey, what are the pros and cons of all of these? So as you go through these next videos, please take notes and please just have some frank conversations with yourself, your spouse, your partners, your real estate team to figure out what's right in the current market conditions and also what makes sense for you with where you're at. Because everything's going to be slightly different if you're in Ohio versus where I'm at in Denver. But the principles will stay the same, but you have to take that to your local market. So this is where talking with your real estate agent, your real estate lender is so vital to really understand what's working and what numbers are like. Don't listen to some podcast or some person say, hey, this person, this other market 5 years ago did this. That's what I'm doing. No. Start with your local team first because they'll give you the best advice with the most up-to-date information.